Well, the collapse of the Affordable Health Care Act is imminent, and it's just causing huge, huge problems. In fact, it's been said that between now and 2020, 80 to 90% of all doctors will be off payrolls of hospitals and clinics and things like that, and they're going to have to be on their own or do something else. This is singularity because machines are going to take the place of even doctors, okay, for simple diagnostic. Well, people can do that themselves. As a result, we are growing like crazy. I'm getting 10,000 new patients a month. 10,000 new patients a month. I need some help here. So we're actually putting out the call. Look, if you've been listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie, if you've heard my CDs or the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, you've heard and watched my DVDs Dead Doctors Don't Lie, you've read my newest book, Epigenetics, the new DVD called Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, the new CD. Actually, there's two of them. One is out and going, is Public Enemy #1. The other one is just being finished edited. It'll be out in a couple of weeks. It's called A Stick of Butter a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. And listen up on this stuff. Get a hold of the book, Rare Earths and Cures, and realize that you can do your own physical examination for $4.50. You can go to the pharmacy without a prescription, get the same test strips your doctors will use in the physical in his office. It'll cost you for 3 test strips, blood, urine, the equivalent of a colonoscopic exam, a total of $4.50. You can take your own blood pressure. You can take your own pulse. You can weigh yourself and all that kind of stuff. Take your own temperature. And the doctor will charge you $2,000 to do all that. You can do it for $4.50. That's why there's Home Depot. That's why there's AutoZone. That's why there's Amazon. That's why there's us, okay? And so we're very excited about that. And so give your Youngevity associate a call, right? And get a hold of the books and the CDs and DVDs, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Epigenetics, and the CDs and DVDs, and the book Rare Earths and Cures, and get involved. Cardiovascular disease has nothing to do with cholesterol and saturated fat. That was what should I say? It was a misdeed by a private company and the American Heart Association to sell a competing product. They demonized cholesterol, and so they could sell another product called Crisco. And as a result, because cholesterol is an essential nutrient, is required to make hormones and maintain your brain, the white matter of the brain, we wound up with low T, ED, menopause at age 35, adrenal exhaustion, and, Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease. And, of course, the pharmacy industry said, well, why should we let everybody reduce their cholesterol on their own? We don't make any money at that. And so they came up with statin drugs to help you lower your cholesterol, and they came up with Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a physician-caused disease. And, of course, high blood pressure can be either a simple mineral deficiency. It can be caused by people who are on dialysis because the kidney will release a hormone called renin. And, of course, it's easily dealt with. Nobody should be on high blood pressure medication unless they have an emergency. And then, of course, you have type 2 diabetes. It's not genetic in any way, shape, or form. Type 2 diabetes makes up 90% of the diabetic population, and it's a deficiency of a single nutrient. We've known that for 85 years. I mean, why would an alligator, why would a horse, why would a dog and rat and flamingo get type 2 diabetes if it's a human genetic disease? Nope, it's a deficiency of a single nutrient, and, of course, we have programs for that. Again, get a hold of the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Epigenetics, Rare Earths and Cures, and all the associated DVDs and CDs. Learn how to do these things yourself. Obesity is another one. Lack of exercise and eating too much has nothing to do with obesity, okay? It's a simple nutritional deficiency of any one of the nutrients, a certain class of nutrients. And what do we get for following that theory for 125 years that people eat too much and don't exercise enough? We're number one. We're the number one obese nation in the world. And yet we spend more money for health care than all the other countries in the world put together, and we rank 43rd in longevity. There's 42 other countries whose people live longer than us. Our children will be the first generation of Americans that do not live as long as their parents. Doctors are the number one and the number 3 cause of death in America. Hello? If just look at infections. Doctors cause 2 million infections each year in the workplace and hospitals, okay, because they just don't wash their hands after they go potty. 2 million infections, of which 90,000 die. What would happen if Iran or North Korea were to cause 2 million infections from a biological weapon in a big population center and kill 90,000 people? It'd be war, wouldn't it? Well, here's one trade that does it every year in the workplace. They don't even get an OSHA ticket. So it's time for us to take over the parents, the grandparents of America, and let's save our kids, let's save our generations, And if we do that, we'll save America. Otherwise, America's in big trouble. The medical system has failed us. The government has failed us. It's time for us to go to work. We must have a clear vision. Again, take some education. You can get these CDs and DVDs with your name and phone number on them. Loan them out. Don't give them away. Loan them out. Get people interested in what they can do for themselves and their families. And guess what? You'll get the tax benefits of billionaires. You'll get an income stream. This is a willable asset, okay, for a one-time small fee, a one-time $25 fee. That's right. You get an income stream and the same tax benefits as billionaires. We don't want to take away the tax benefits of billionaires. We hope the billionaires never have to pay taxes, because if they don't have to pay taxes, you don't have to pay taxes, right? But you do need to own your own little business, even if it's a small $25 one-time in your life business. You only have to pay that $25 once. And you won't have to pay taxes either if you're working hard on your business and making it work. You'll get the same tax breaks that billionaires get. You'll be able to invest all that money into your business and your family instead of the government. Stick with us. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I thought we'd talk about a study that was done recently, and we've known for a long time that people that watch a lot of TV, it increases their risk of becoming obese. And they say that too much television time has long been linked to childhood obesity. The U.S. study says that the same connection holds true for the smaller screens, like your iPads and your smartphones and the like. They say a minimum of 5 hours a day a TV habit increased the odds of obesity by 78%. And that was compared to teens who didn't watch TV at all. They say such heavy use of other screens was tied to a 43% greater risk of obesity. This was all reported in the journal Pediatrics, according to the lead author, Dr. Erica Kinney, a public health researcher at the Harvard University. She's quoted as saying, "The landscape has changed so quickly with regards to how much we use mobile screen devices and computers. We've known for years that spending too much time watching television contributes to a higher risk of developing obesity in kids, mostly because watching too much TV can lead to an unhealthy diet." She also added, "We see a similar associations between other screen device use and diet, physical activity, and obesity risk as we've seen in the past for TV." To assess how screens are large and small influence the risk of obesity, researchers looked at a nationally representative survey collected between 2013 and 2015, and it was almost 25,000 adolescents ages or grades 9 to 12. They say 17% of the youth said they watched no TV weekdays, and 7.8% said they watched 5 hours or more daily. Nearly 1 in 5 teens in the study spent at least 5 hours a day using smaller screens during the week. The survey also asked how many sugary drinks they had in a week's time. More than 25% of boys and 20% of girls said they consumed at least one soda or other sugary beverage a day, which we know that's been linked to increased weight gain. Approximately 2/3 of the boys and 3/4 of the girls didn't get any daily exercise. Overall, 14% of the teens in the study were obese. So there you go, another link right there.
Yeah, and of course, it's just a little more tangled than just the TV time, because as you pointed out, and as they noted in their survey, that the people who spend more time watching TV and working with mobile devices, they're also drinking more sugary drinks and eating more microwave popcorn and chips and things like that. And they might eat 6 or 8 meals a day as opposed to just 3. And of course, this has to do with the symptoms of nutritional deficiencies. Nutritional deficiencies result in what's called pica, cribbing, the munchies, binge eating. People get up and they run to the refrigerator, they come back with a snack, and they work on the mobile device or watch TV, and then they break time, 30 minutes later, they watch it, get and seeing all the ads, they jump up and go get some more food. And so it'd be very interesting to see how many calories a day people eat when they watch TV for, say, 3 hours in a row, compared to when they're reading, or compared to when they're doing their homework or cooking or something like that, because it is more than just the screen time. The screen time, of course, you're looking at advertisements for food and tickling their brains, which are already looking for something because they are nutritionally deficient. And of course, here's where the book Hell's Kitchen. The subtitle is "The Cause, Prevention, and Cure of Obesity." It also discusses type 2 diabetes and metabolic syndrome. And we also have the book Energy Crisis that goes along with Hell's Kitchen. And the interesting thing about it, when you get those two things, and you're going to do what it says in the book Hell's Kitchen and Energy Crisis. Energy Crisis talks about the ketogenic diet. Don't forget, we have the new keto caramel meal replacers, the shake and the bar, which helps you keep those calories down, gives you good nutrition, and you throw in, of course, the nutrients you need. And the Rev, R-E-V, you will lose the weight. 1/2 pound, 2 pounds a day. The magic is you'll never gain the weight back as long as it's in the system. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Virginia. And Ella, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Ella, you're on the air.
Yes, thank you. I have a couple problems that I'm trying to deal with, but I need help.
Okay.
Thyroid, it's called thyroid parathyroid. I had a cyst on my neck. It was a thyroid and a cyst. And it was a lump underneath of my neck, and they told me that it needed to be drained. So I went to get it drained, and they said that they got most of it out, but they couldn't get it all because it was kind of...
Okay, now you've thrown two things at me here. Are you talking about a parathyroid or a thyroid?
A thyroid.
Okay, yeah, because parathyroids are two different things. Okay, so what's your second thing?
The second thing is they diagnosed me with a chronic kidney disease, stage 3. They said I have a lot of protein in my urine.
Okay, are you on dialysis yet?
No.
Do you have high blood pressure?
Yes.
Okay, do you have any diabetes?
I did, but that reversed. That's been changed over.
Okay, now, are you on medication for diabetes and you have it under control, or no medication?
Oh, I was, but after I stopped taking it, it just reversed. It just started going down, 90, 104,
Oh, good.
but now...
Okay. Now, how much do you weigh, Ella?
I weigh 125,
And how tall are you?
by, say, 4'9" or 5 feet.
Okay, well, there's a big difference. There's a 3-inch difference between 4'9" and 5 feet. Okay.
I bet.
At any rate,
I bet.
it sounds like you're about 25 pounds overweight if you're 4'9" to 5 feet. You should be about 100 pounds. Okay. So Charmaine, this is a Char thing. She's got low thyroid here, had a cyst, a non-malignant cyst. She's got some kidney problems here, kidney issues, high blood pressure, and she has a little bit of a history of some blood sugar problems. What would you do for her?
I get her on a gluten-free diet, and then I get her on One Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, Ultimate Daily Classic, Niacin Plus, and Cardio Sticks. And then for the thyroid, I'd get her the Ocean's Gold.
Okay, very good. And so, Ella, Char's exactly right. Char gets an A+ here. Hang on, we'll come back and we'll give you the details of these supplements she's suggesting after these messages. Okay, let's go right back to Virginia and Ella here, Doug, and let's see here. Okay, what we want you to do, Char said, take one Healthy Brain and Heart Pack per month, get an extra bottle of selenium, so you can take a total of 6 of those a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner time, divide everything else in half in the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, take a half a dose for everything at breakfast and dinner. For both the high blood pressure, which can be secondary to the kidney problems, or it could be an individual deficiency, or both. As Char said, you want the Ultimate Daily Classic tablets. I'd go ahead at 125 pounds, go ahead and get 2 bottles a month, take 6 of those tablets a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner time. That'll require 2 bottles a month to do that. And then, of course, for the thyroid, I would also throw in the Ocean's Gold, take 3 twice a day, or 3 times a day for a total of 6 a day. That's 2 bottles a month. And then stay away from all the bad stuff, the fried foods, the processed meats, deli slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pastrami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, spam, all that kind of stuff. And also want to stay away from oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, and cooking oils, and no gluten, no wheat, bread, rye, and oats. Stay away from cruciferous vegetables, We're talking about cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and kale. They interfere with thyroid function. And just by giving up those foods, you'll save a lot of money, but also you're going to begin to lose some weight. Have 2 of those keto caramel shakes a day, one at breakfast, one at dinner time. Throw a couple of eggs in each one. And, of course, you can have a meal bar for lunch, or you can have a salad and some eggs, or a salad and a piece of fish, a salad and some poultry, or salad, some red meat. Remember your portion size. Use a coffee cup saucer as your meal plate. Don't stack things up. And, do this on a faithful, regular basis. You'll keep your calories down. You'll take your supplements, and you're going to see magic. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Let us know what your weight is. Let us know what your blood pressure is. Every time you go in to see the doctor, let us know how your thyroid is doing, how your kidneys are doing, and we'll walk you through this, Ella. Okay, Doug, do we have time to start another one?
Yeah, we certainly do. Let's head to sunny New Zealand. And Bev, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Bev, you're on the air. Hello.
Good morning, Dr. Wallach. Thank you for your time. I'm ringing up for a friend. She has just been diagnosed with breast cancer. It is a 6-centimetre lump in her breast. They want to take the breast off, and she's also been told to go on a vegan diet.
Okay, how much does she weigh?
She's 56 kilos, and she's 5'3".
Okay, so I'd say what, about 130 pounds?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, because it's 2.2 pounds per kilo, right? 2.2 kilos per pound, whatever it is. Okay, so 5'3". Anyway, yeah, she'd be about 130 pounds or so, give or take a pound or two. But at any rate, Shar, what kind of diet would you put this Bev's friend on? Oh, well, hang on. Shar and I will be back, and we'll give you a diet for this lady and some things to support her immune system, whether she decides to do the surgery or not. This will support her immune system. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to New Zealand and Bev. Okay, Shar, here's Bev's got a friend who the doctor's recommending she has a breast surgery because have her breast surgically removed because she has stage 3 breast cancer. And 130 pounds, give or take a little bit. And whether she decides to do the breast surgery or not is up to her. But our goal here is to help her support her immune system, because when you have cancer and many other diseases, your immune system is your best friend, is going to support your body's ability to defend itself against many different things. And so what would you do for her diet-wise and also for a supplement program?
Well, I would get her on a gluten-free diet, and she needs a lot of protein and everything, so I don't think being a vegetarian would be a good idea. Then I would get her a healthy brain and heart pack, and personally, what I would do is add as much antioxidants as I could, like extra bottle of selenium, bottle of fucoid Z, and also the immortalium for growing the stem cells. Mm-hmm. And the Ocean's Gold for that sea cucumber, because that's notorious for dealing with cancer. Mm-hmm. And she could even go with the Oxybody on an empty stomach. That's also...
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Really.
Okay, so Char's right on the same and correct track here, Ben. Whether your friend decides on the breast surgery or not is not relevant here. She can make that choice herself after discussion with her doctor, but our goal here is to support her immune system. And 130 pounds, I'd have her take one healthy brain and heart pack of Char said, get an extra bottle of selenium, so she can take a total of 6 of those, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. Split everything else in half, take a half of those everything twice a day. And as Char said, the Z Radical, which is a liquid. She could take 2 quarts a month, 1 ounce at breakfast, 1 ounce at dinner time. It has 3 super juices in it, again, to support the immune system. It also has the fucoidan, and the fucoidan's great. I think there's like 850 studies on fucoidan, and it shows very clearly that this is why the Japanese have a lower cancer rate than we do in the industrialized world, and also why they have a higher survivability rate. So fucoidan, and that's part of the Z Radical program. The Ocean's Gold, as Char said, was actually designed as a thyroid program, but part of the ingredients, the sea cucumber, enormous amount of research done on that, including by the medical school at the University of New York City. So she wants to take at least 3 of those twice a day. That's the Ocean's Gold. That's 2 bottles a month of the Ocean's Gold. And let's see here, Oxybody. There's actually a a Nobel Prize. I think it's back in like 1912 or something like that, where it was human cancer cells in test tubes in culture, which showed that cancer cells don't like oxygen. And so this is part of a sort of an alternative cancer approach where it can support the immune system again. She could take 2 bottles of Oxybody, which is an oxygen supplement, in aloe vera juice. It's a great little product, tastes good, and tastes like cherry berries, if you will. But also, she could take an ounce of that twice a day, an ounce before breakfast, an ounce before dinner time, about an hour before the meals, as Shar said, so you can maximize the absorption of oxygen. It'd be 2 quarts per month. And get off all the bad stuff, the things that actually cause cancer. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates and nitrites, absolutely no oils, no olive oil, coconut oil, margarines, mayonnaise, just cooking oils, no gluten, wheat, brown, and oats to maximize absorption, efficiency, and reduce the inflammation. Because it's the inflammation that not only causes cardiovascular disease, not cholesterol, but it's inflammation causes cardiovascular disease, but also even the World Health Organization came out last year and said that these inflammatory foods cause cancer at the same rate as smoking 2 packs of cigarettes a day. Give us a call. Let us know how this lady's doing, Bev. Okay, Doug, we have time to start another one?
We certainly do. Let's head to Flagstaff, Arizona. And Daniel, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Daniel, you're on the air.
Thank you. I have kidney failure and congestive heart failure, though they say the heart's getting better. And this was what it seemed to be an allergic reaction to green tea. And I was drinking it for like a week, and my heart was pounding really hard afterwards. They did a biopsy of the kidneys, and they said, yes, interstitial nephritis, and which they say in layman's terms is an allergic reaction. So I'm on dialysis right now. I have a temporary catheter, but they're talking about giving me a fistula. I don't want to head down that way. So I just wanted to know what you would do.
Okay, now let me ask you here quickly. Is this peritoneal dialysis? Were you doing this at home? Or are you going into the dialysis lab 3 days a week? What?
It's hemodialysis. Yeah, I'm going into
hemodialysis. Okay.
Center, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you ever have any high blood pressure, or heart problems before this event?
Not that. I mean, did you say blood pressure?
No. Any heart issues?
So I didn't really go to any doctors or anything. I was doing.
No, that's not the question. That does not answer the question. Did you have any heart issues before this event, which took you to the emergency room with your doctor?
There was one time many years ago where I went out all night long walking, and I guess maybe I didn't drink enough water or something, and like towards the morning I had like a pain in my heart.
Okay. Let's see here. Do you have any high blood pressure, or diabetes, anything like that?
I did not have high blood pressure or diabetes.
Any arthritis? Any back problems?
Did you say back problems?
Back problems or arthritis?
So back, I had injured my back in the last year of high school doing a deadlift. So that I did have pain in my back because of that. Every now.
How much do you weigh? Okay, Daniel, how much do you weigh?
I weigh right now, I think 154 or something, around there.
Okay, and how tall are you, sir?
5'11".
Okay, so you're slim. Okay, all right. Okay, Shar, this is a Shar thing. He's on kidney dialysis. He has a history of congestive heart failure. Okay, and he's on dialysis. What would you do for this guy? 154 pounds.
I would give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and then I would give him the Ultimate Daily Classic, the Niacin Plus, and the Cardio 6, and then I would also add the de-stress for the congestive heart failure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very, very good. Yeah, congestive heart failure is actually, if it's truly congestive heart failure, it's oftentimes due to deficiency of a single vitamin. We've known that for 300 years. Kidney failure is almost always due to a issue with the blood vessels carrying the dirty blood into the filtering units called glomeruli. And what happens is your blood will show your kidney's not filtering efficiently, which is quite true, but it's not the kidney usually. It's the plugged arteries, these little small microscopic arteries bringing the dirty blood into the filtering units. So Shar is exactly correct. 2 healthy brain and heart packs a month, a full dose of everything twice a day. The Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, I'd go ahead and take 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month, and that's to support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries, support healthy blood pressure. The de-stress capsules, 3 of those twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month. That's to give you the nutrients necessary to support heart metabolism. And for the back problems, I'd throw in some glucogel. You go ahead and take 3 times a day, it'd be 2 bottles a month. Call us anytime you go see the doctors. Call us every time you get blood data. Call us every 2 weeks and let us know blood pressure, weight, kidney numbers, and so forth. We'll walk you through this, Daniel. We'll be back with Dead Doctors Online for these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, Night Flat Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Florida. And John, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
John, you're on the air.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're on the air, John. What's up?
Okay, great. I called last week. I had the multiple spinal surgeries, and you recommended, the gluten-free and no bad stuff diet and the brain and heart pack. I just had a couple follow-up questions. Are the Ultimate CM Plus, the BTT2 tablets, the Triple Tree, Triple Truffles, and raw nuts compatible with that diet?
Yes. I would also be sure you're going to throw in the glucogel. I didn't hear you say glucogel, which is
yes,
going
I had
to...
that. I had that in there. You had glucogel, selenium, and immortalium.
Okay, good. Yeah, and of course, the only thing you have to watch out on the nuts is before you buy a bag of nuts, you want to roll the bag over and look at the allergy information on the back. It says these nuts are packaged on shared equipment with soy, dairy products, and wheat. You can't have it because the dust is in the bag is wheat dust. Okay, so you got to watch it. Nuts in themselves are gluten-free, but because they're packaged, even in bulk nuts, they may be packaged, or put in different barrels based on equipment and filling equipment and stuff. And so if you're getting nuts out of the bulk thing, ask them if the store you're getting them from, can you guarantee that these bulk nuts are gluten-free? They say no, then you can't buy them. But if it says these nuts are shared with packaging equipment for tree nuts, that's fine. Other tree nuts, that's fine. But if it says, things like soy, dairy, and wheat, you can't have them. Otherwise, it's all good. Okay.
You would have recommended the bone and joint pack or the pig pack. You recommended the brain and heart pack. I was just curious as to why.
Okay, Sharp, why would you recommend the brain and heart pack for somebody who has back and joint problems?
Back and joint problems?
Why would you throw in the healthy brain and heart pack as opposed to the healthy bone and joint pack?
Well, because it has both the EFA and the EFA Plus, and it also has the selenium in it.
Yeah, and what's the selenium good for? It supports maintenance, repair of what?
Of muscle and cartilage and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Muscle, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae, a lot of back stuff. Again, as Shar said, tendons, ligaments, connective tissue. It's not only the selenium in there, but also the cofactors involved with that. And so whenever you have anything going on with back and the disc in between the vertebrae, cartilage in your joints, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, muscles, even skin, you want the healthy brain and heart pack because it covers a bigger territory. There's nothing worse than doing the healthy bone and joint pack and you don't supplement with the selenium and the cofactors. You might do everything you can for the bones, but you're not going to do enough for the cartilage. And so you have to kind of come at it from a full spectrum, and it's a great question, but that's the reason why. Give us a call every couple of weeks and let us know how things are going. What would you do for pain for this guy, Charmaine, if he's in pain?
I would take some CM cream and put the trauma oil in it and put that on wherever the pain is.
There you go. For every teaspoon of the CM cream, come in wide-mouth jars, be 5 to 6 drops of the trauma oil or Ancient Legacy Aromatherapy Oil Division. It's a blend of herbs. It actually really is a great pain relief. And so you can have somebody apply that to your back, your neck, your shoulders, your hips, your knees, elbows, wrists, any place you have discomfort, muscle groups, your thighs and calves and so forth. And again, your back muscles, shoulders, any place you have discomfort. You want to use that CM cream and the trauma oil. Stay away from the opioids. Stay away from oral painkillers. They tend to be hard on your liver and your kidneys, and, of course, 1-800-BAD-DRUG. Okay, how much time we have here, Doug?
You got about 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, everybody, be sure to get a hold of those CDs. What Kills Billionaires? Dead Athletes Don't Lie. And add that to the books Epigenetics, Immortality, and Rare Earth Mineral Cures, and add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life. And thank you, everybody. Really great testimonies and questions today. Thank you so much, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug and Sam. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.